Hey guys, I'm Oakley at Oakley Does Everything, and today we're going to be making the short sleeve hoodie for our Jaune Arc Cosplay from the show RWBY. Stay tuned. Alright everybody, so the first step in this Jaune Arc cosplay from RWBY is we're going to go ahead and cut out some of our patterns. I have a button-up t-shirt that I use for my Merlin cosplay that some of you may have seen on my Instagram page. So we're going to start with that. And this is a fitted button-up t-shirt for the hoodie that I'm making for my Jaune Arc character. I want this to be a little bit more snug and fitted because I'm going to be putting some foam armor on over top of it, so I don't want this to be too bulky. The long sleeves are going to be short sleeves based on what the character actually wears underneath his armor. I have my black felt material, and this is like lizard fleece is what it's called. I got it Joann's fabric. And I'm going to go ahead and start with chest side. Silver Sharpie. I'm not actually going to use this neck cutout because a hoodie you need it to be much larger. Obviously if you have a wear button-up t-shirt, you need to unbutton that to actually get your head through. I'm not going to bother tracing out that because I'm not going to use it. Because it's a hoodie, I want this to go down a little bit further, so I'm just going to take a straight edge and go across the bottom part of it. If you don't have one of these, get one because it's awesome. This looks a little wide, but I don't know, so I'm just gonna go with it. Alright, so here's the tricky part for me because I've never done a hood. I just did a rough template on what I've seen from other hoodie patterns, so I'm hoping this works because I don't have too much more fabric. I think I could get another hood out of this if I mess it up, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so on the inside of the hoodie, the color is actually different. It is actually orange. I'm going to go ahead and do the same patterns that I did for the hoodie and do that out of orange material now. Alright, so this next part is going to be the sleeves for the character. It only goes up to about like mid-bicep. Alright, so on my sewing machine, I'm going to go ahead and do a zigzag stitch that has a very short length, and my width is set at like a 2.5 to 3, so we'll see how that goes. And right now I'm just going to do the lips, and then after that we'll go up and do the outline for the ears. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the outline, and I'm going to be doing that in white stitching, and that's going to be back to my, let's see, 5 and 1. So I'm going to do 5 and 1 for the border around the bunny face, and I think I'll start at the corner of one of the ears. So here we go. Alright, the last thing for the bunny is to do the black outlines in the ears. So I've already switched out to my black thread. The next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to work on the hoodie part of our hoodie. Again, this character has an inside-outside for the hood. On the outside is black, on the inside of the hood it's orange. I'm going to be doing a little bit of figuring out to do that. I'm going to be making a 3-piece hoodie. It's going to have obviously this standard shape, but I'm also going to have like a runner down the middle. So I'm going to take the right sides, put them together, and then just kind of go down and sew them to each other. Alright, so the idea is we're going to go ahead and do like a 1/2-inch seam around here. Now the string for this one doesn't matter, but when we do our French seam, then I'll specify it for each color. Now I'm going to go around with the orange string, and I'm just going to seam it up from the outside so that the black lays over the orange more. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to sew the front and the back together with the right sides on top of each other. Right sides in, wrong sides out. And we're going to, first thing is we're just gonna sew the shoulder pieces. One of mine is a little bit longer than the other. I'll make it fit so that the arm piece lines up. I feel like that's gonna be more important in the long haul. All right, just gonna put some pins here. I mean, I do the same thing. I'm gonna just do a seam, and then I'm gonna do a French seam and overlay on top of it. I think it's called a French seam. I guess I don't know. That's what I thought it's called. But if it's not, sorry. This next part, again, isn't necessary. I just want to add a little flavor and do a French seam with orange stitching. Alright, next thing we're going to do is attach our sleeves. And again, since Jaune Arc, he's got short sleeves on his hoodie, so we are also doing short sleeves. So we're going to go ahead and sew the sleeves on. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and sew the sleeve down the side like that on both sides. And we need to thread these together. Not thread, I mean needle them together. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and pin the hood to the sweater itself, and we'll see if it works well. Alright, so the last thing we have to sew is the sleeves for Jaune Arc. So I'm really excited about how this turned out. I had a couple times where I had to go back and fix something. For example, I put the sleeves on incorrectly. I had to go and remove some stitches and then reapply that. Also, one time I accidentally did something with the hoodie and had to go and undo a bunch of stitches for that also. I am really excited with how the rabbit turned out on the chest. I've never embroidered anything, and being able to use my sewing machine to use zigzag stitching to go all the way around, and then to also do the lips, around the eyes, and the inside part of the ear. It just turned out really well, and I was super excited about it. I really like how I did the design for the stitching. Whenever I had black material, I used orange thread, and whenever I had orange material, I used black thread, just to kind of give it some contrast and a little bit extra character to it. The hood is huge. The first one I did was kind of short, and so I wanted to lengthen it. I also expanded it so that it covers up a lot of my face. I definitely have a lot of real estate under the hood, but that's okay. I don't mind it. I think it looks kind of cool. And then of course I have my sleeves that are going to be covered up with some foam armor and some gloves. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And as well, if you know somebody that's going to be doing a Jaune Arc cosplay, please go ahead and send this their way. That way maybe they can get a little bit of inspiration from it. I was having a hard time finding people doing this cosplay and making good tutorials, so I hope I filled that void. If you guys want templates for this, go ahead and just send me a message and I'll get in contact with you and send you some files. Also, make sure to go follow me on Instagram at Oakley Does Everything. And there's going to be more videos in the future, so make sure to check those out. I'm going to be making some foam armor. I'm also planning on making the sword and shield for it. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.